We come to you with great joy, dear ones, that you may share in perhaps a slightly different manner, for there are many ways that Spirit can communicate. And we like to take the opportunity when it is given to us to share in a particular manner, such as this. Dear ones, this is a great time for you to grow spiritually. You have this great and grand opportunity, for you walk the earth at a very special time. You, of course, call it time. We do not have time in the world of spirit, but we do refer to it when speaking to you, so that you can understand more fully the process of our words. We speak as a group. We are not singularly speaking to you, for we gather together in great unity, and we are often known as the unified ones. There are many of us that are on the same vibration, and we can interpenetrate our thoughts using the vessel that we have here this day. We want you to know how special it is for you. We do hear grumbles. Life is difficult. You do not know which way to turn. It all seems rather confusing. But bear in mind that you have selected this particular incarnation upon earth, that you may take the opportunity for greater spiritual growth. You will understand yourselves that more is known of the spirituality of each being. There is a reason for that, of course, for wonderful things to happen upon your earth. I cannot say, and we cannot say, that you are the forebearers of spiritual growth, but you have been designated to operate upon the earth in a far greater way by sending forth your great love and your light. There are many more upon earth as we look at the haziness of the energies around the earth. We see greater light penetrating the haziness than has ever been seen before. Therefore, you would understand surely that there are more radiating the light throughout your planet. There are more that are open to receive the great power and give it forth, so that there will indeed be a great turning towards the source of all that is, to bring about peace upon earth. It cannot happen in a very quick and short time, for things must be thoroughly penetrating. They cannot just be upon the surface, for they will be discarded very quickly if that were the case. But the deeper penetration into the hearts, the consciousness of all beings will bring about the greatest results. And love will grow upon this earth. We are delighted to say this great and glorious power that is indeed
All of you are this great power. Do not ever feel that you are weak in any way whatsoever. You have the strength. Do not sit in a corner and think to yourself, I can contribute little. We cannot emphasize enough that you are divine radiance. Acknowledge this as the truth of your being. You know very well that you cannot take material things with you when you make your departure from this earth. That which you do take is the power of love. Therefore, it should be very clear to each and every one of you that this is the almighty power. This is the sustenance of life itself. Do not let words enter your head, such as trying, wishing to, hoping to. It is the here and the now. The acknowledgement, the realization
of that which you are. You are wondrous beings. You may think to yourself, you have to be so very careful that your ego is not standing tall and tricking you into thinking you are greater than you are. But we say to you, dear ones, that if you are acknowledging the greatest power in this universe and resting within it and it within you, then your ego has no place. For in that divine radiance, your ego is lost by the grandeur and the splendor of the light of love. So we say to you, dear ones, stand tall. It is no consequence. It is of no consequence as to your physical height. But you stand tall in the light. And you radiate in all directions. Bear this too in mind. For it is so easy to think when you are upon earth that you radiate light from the front, or as you would understand it to be the front of your being. It is all directions. You do not turn on a light in your household and have it only shining in one direction. The light is expanded all around equally, unless you choose to cover it. It is the same of yourselves. if you have in your consciousness that it only goes before you, from frontal regions, you are limiting your own abilities. So we say to you, dear ones, use everything that you have. You cannot possibly say to yourself, I cannot extend it across this world. Yet you are quite happy, perhaps, to speak on your form of technology and allow your voice to travel across the world and for others to hear your voice in their hearing apparatus. If this can be accomplished by mankind, surely it would show you clearly that your own vibration of radiance can radiate all around and through, upon and within the earth. So we say to you, dear ones, acknowledge the wonderment that you are, that you do not look back when you have made your transition into the world of spirit and see that you could have done so much more, simply because you did not fully acknowledge the divinity within you. I think perhaps you would feel very sad if you looked back and saw that you had not accomplished as much as you had intended before you set foot upon this earth in this incarnation. Yes, you would endeavor to make up for it from the spirit world as much as you could. But it does not alter the fact that each one can see their earthly life and that which they have lived in thought, in word and deed. So acknowledge that wondrous divinity that is a part of you. It is the great wonderment of you. You do not have to see it to believe it. You are that which you are. We do not suggest that you live your life in a private cocoon without interaction with your fellow beings, for that is also a part of your journey of spiritual unfoldment. A beautiful balance is vitally necessary for your greater good and all creation.
How very wonderful to find that this is the way that you can express your own beauty, your own love. Feel the peace that is here now. Feel it. Gentle, loving, kind, considerate. All the attributes of balance and harmony, of love. And let your heart rejoice in the knowing that that is who you truly are. Many, many are gathered here that you cannot see.
Many beings of peace. For you attract that which you give forth. Feel that peace. Bask in that wonderment of heavenly light. And in love, live your life. Peace, prosperity, and love in all things are yours to behold. We withdraw now, that you may be truly nurtured and strengthened. Cleansed in mind, body and soul by the power and the love of your own spirit. Rest assured, dear ones, that all is well. Blessings to each and every one of you. Blessings and blessings.